Hi, I'm Mara Kustra, proprietor of Boutique Fabulous in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I've had this shop for 4 years. I'd call it quite an eclectic shop, very different than all the other boutiques that you'll find in the Massachusetts area. I'm from New York and have a New York background and grew up in the city, so I was always surrounded by super unique, eclectic, wild shops, and I think that's something that I brought here to Massachusetts. Color, as you could see, is pretty much how I shop, and I like things not just black and white all the time. I like some flair. So why don't I take you for a little tour of the store? I am really known for a lot of glassware and ceramic pieces. So I have all kinds of ceramic pieces from Indonesia, Vietnam, China, and a lot of locally made pottery as well. And one thing that people really like about my shop is that there's a lot of 50s style pieces. So I do pick up antique pieces as well as new, but that came back a couple of years ago and it's still really popular. Glassware and barware is really big, so I have a huge section on with flasks, with martini shakers and champagne glasses, martini glasses, coasters, wine and cheese plates, and it's always rotating, and there's a lot of really good quality pieces. I've handpicked every single piece here in the shop. But these are definitely some sturdy pieces. It's not like you have a wine glass and you feel like it's going to crack right in your hand. So it's really nice to have a good solid piece of glassware for a very reasonable price. So let me take you a little bit down. I have an old record collection, and we even have a record player here. So if you find a record and you're interested, you could sit here and play it for 10 minutes. We also have ceramics made in Spain, and a lot of people are using these as coasters or just to hang up on their wall. And as you can see over here, we have stained glass windows. I have a huge collection of stained glass windows because especially in Cambridge there's a lot of Victorian homes, so people are always coming to me for the windows. We have a huge bath and beauty section over here. I've worked for 7 years to try to pick up what I think are the best quality bath and beauty items. So I really worked hard, and I think that the selection is just excellent. And I have my little small men's section where you can get, we have cigarette cases, business card holders, we have clocks, cufflinks, there's pillboxes, flasks. So, there's definitely something for men in my place as well. And we carry a big stationery and card section. A lot of the stuff is really fun with really funny sayings, like the modern office notepad. It says all this and a paycheck too. So there's really funny sayings by Ann Tainter. I live in a fantasy land, and I have oceanfront property. I always get a kick out of that. But and then we have loads of purses and pocketbooks, and some people in Cambridge say I have one of the best selections of pocketbooks, which I think I do because I work really hard to find them. I go to New York and go to a lot of trade shows and hand pick them, as well as I have local artists make them for me. So the selection is quite beautiful and quite large. We also have a baby section over here. We didn't forget about the little newcomers. Little baby socks by Trumpet, and we have just a quick little gift if you have to go to that baby shower. I have stoles, which are really big, for that prom or that wedding or that special occasion. You usually can't find stoles anywhere, so I've really been known for having a fantastic collection of minks and raccoons and beaver stoles. Because you really just can't find them anymore unless it's in the tub in Grandma's basement. And I have a big vintage jewelry section, which is quite which constantly rotating. And I'm very picky as far as the pieces that I put in here. I only put really good, high quality pieces in my case. I only have vintage clothing for ladies at this point, and I've narrowed it down to vintage lingerie, vintage dresses and skirts and furs. And that's what you'll find here, as well as hats and gloves and shoes. And over here is just this tiny selection of some pieces that were all handmade. And as you can see, you can pretty much get whatever you need when you come to this shop. We'll gift wrap it. We have a huge selection of cards. We can ship it, and we can make it as easy as a pleasurable process instead of going to a huge, awful department store. And at least you're going to send or buy somebody, special, something really unique.